couple weeks ago, and I told him it was Count Pavel Stroganoff that invented the Stroganoff, and his response was, "I bet he was good with numbers."
I bet he was.
I bet he was good with numbers. That's Bob Michero. He is the wine guy for for Peterbilt's here on Go Country 105. So Bob, the screw top you're saying is
The big increase is the best response of
I'm
SUV.
thinking about the supermarket. Like I'm thinking of like the second row at Avon's, like Josh and J Lore and stuff like that.
Right.
They've got some screw tops there.
Lighter line, including red. So in other words, it could be a Pinot Noir on the lighter side, not a heavy duty.
Sauvignon Blanc.
It's white wines, yes.
Okay.
Sauvignon Blanc, an oak, Chardonnay, Rieslings, etc. Yes, they're perfect for that because you want to drink those fairly
Right now.
within 2 years.
It's like a champagne cork. What do people want to put a cork back into champagne? Drink it now.
Well, okay. If you're J, if you're J, if you're some of the Grand Marques, they want the champagne aged a little bit, and that's what a natural cork does. Because of the oxygenation, it maintains a natural amount, proportion of oxygen to the liquid. And in the liquid, you have something called phenols. And phenols are what give flavor. You also have tannins. And
Okay, save the tannins. That's
another time. But the combination of those things with the aging process and natural oxygenation of the product in the bottle, along with age, improves certain wines, like a Marlochet from Burgundy, or a Romani Conti, or a Mouton Rothschild with the Grand Marque of Bordeaux, or our great Cabernets from Napa Valley.
We're going to teach you guys all about this in the next couple of weeks. We're going to, Stella Rosa is great, but we're going to bring you all the way up full circle.
So we're going to put a cork in you.
I'd also like to mention the reason that we're aware of this problem and the screw caps is that I've been in the business 45 years, with San Antonio Winery for almost 30 years, and I can tell you that we wrestled with this problem at Rivoli Family until we tried all kinds of things and experimented. Of course, there's nothing like real cork.
Turtle, do I have time for Santa Monica, or do we take a break?
You got about 4 minutes.
4 minutes. You can do it. Cheryl, the wine guy.
Thank you.
All right, we appreciate when Bob comes by. I've got a couple other homework assignments for him. For those of you that think you should get headaches from sulfates, Bob's going to address that in a couple weeks, and then we're going to explain to you what tannins are. But I wanted to get down to Santa Monica because I promised you guys that even though we're talking about food, that the restaurants that are involved here need our help. So there are restaurants that are open. There are restaurants that are open for brunch, and obviously they have to abide by the guidelines. And the guidelines suggest that they have only be open for patio dining outside. So I've got 8 or 9 places that are COVID friendly in Santa Monica, and here is my list. Okay, the Fresh Juicery on Main Street. Bluey's Kitchen and Market on Berkeley Street. This is a place that I chose for Sunday brunch, but if you are looking to impress somebody on a date, and it's walking distance, or you can ride your bike there to Bluey's Kitchen and Market on Berkeley Street in the city of Santa Monica. These are all in Santa Monica. On Pico Boulevard, Lomita all day. Great for brunch. Looking for some waffles on Wilshire Boulevard, Blue's Waffle House. The Huckleberry, also just down the street from Blue's Wiffle. I said waffle, wiffle. It's also on Wilshire. The Farm Shop in Brentwood. Brentwood kind of counts as Santa Monica. Go Bruins, that's right. The Tartine in Santa Monica on Arizona. The Independence on Broadway. And my dear friend, Mark Verge, would be amiss if I didn't mention his restaurant, Margot's, that is also in Santa Monica. Turtle, have I given out the phone number enough?
No. I forgot the phone number. What is it again?
626-765-7543. You city slicker. Bob, can you do a country voice?
I can maybe do a little.
Hey, you got to get on to Harris Ranch on their website.
I love Harris Ranch, driving up that road.
Shop.harrisranchbeef.com. Steve Barnes is here. Steve, are you listening to the show every week or have you missed a few? So we had Jeff Maxwell on about 3 weeks ago. Jeff was the cook on the show MASH. He was Igor. And I was doing a spot for your father, Carl D. Barnes, mentioning the fact that if you own a restaurant or a business that was interrupted during this COVID-19 and your insurance company has told you you're not eligible, don't believe the insurance company. Call Carl D. Barnes at 1-800-6-BARNES, 1-800-6-BARNES, and he'll look at your policy to make sure that the insurance companies are falling in line. And also, I didn't get into a car accident, but somebody backed into my Longo Lexus 300, brand new, and your dad was kind enough to recommend a place for me to get it fixed. So again, the insurance company wanted me to take it to their insurance company, and your dad, Carl D. Barnes, 1-800-6-BARNES, didn't charge me, of course, because we're friends. He said, no, that's illegal. You can take your car wherever you want to go. 1-800-6-BARNES. All right, I got music in my ear. It's country music in my ear. And I think, yeah, they're all walking in and getting ready for the 11 o'clock opening here at Mi Piace. It's Peter Dills. It's Go Country 105.
And this portion of the food report is brought to you by shop.harrisranchbeef.com. Shop.harrisranchbeef.com. Go online. Shop today. Shop.harrisranchbeef.com. Hi everybody, it's Peter Dills. If you've been following me here on the radio, you know I love those hidden restaurants, the unexpected gems. Recently I discovered an unexpected gem in my beer aisle at the local supermarket. Sapporo Beer, yes, the beer that made sushi famous. Also goes great with steaks, chops, and even pizza. So make it a Sapporo Beer for your next tailgate party or backyard barbecue. Sapporo Beer, where East meets West. Sapporo Beer reminds you to drink responsibly.
Hey, Alexis, you got time to chill?
Well, I'm going to make you a bartender in 30 seconds.
You're going to open a can of Corona Hard Seltzer and pour over ice, add some fresh fruit, and voila, you have a block party.
Awesome.
Tastes good, huh? Just go to coronacocktailbook.com for more recipes and join me this Sunday morning at 8 a.m. on Go Country for my food report.
Where's the best place to buy your meats for home cooking? The local butcher, of course. What's my favorite brand of beef? That's easy. It's Harris Ranch. I first discovered Harris Ranch's great steaks many years ago at their award-winning restaurant in Coalinga in Fresno County. Hi, everybody. It's Peter Dills. And when I'm barbecuing at home with friends, it's always Harris Ranch beef. The cattle are raised right here in California. Talk about local and California grown. That's Harris Ranch. Harris Ranch has been ranching here in California since 1937, delivering their cuts of beef locally. This gourmet beef is available at many fine butcher shops, including Huntington Meats at the Farmers Market and Jim's Fallbrook Market in Woodland Hills. For a restaurant experience at home, I recommend Harris Ranch beef. Always grass-raised and grain-finished. For the complete list of restaurants and dishes at if you're up in Fresno County, make sure you stop by the ranch and tell them Peter Dills sent you.
Hey, it's Peter Dills. We're back from the break. We're live here at Mi Piace in Pasadena, old Pasadena, right on the corner of Ferry in Colorado. We're having a lot of fun here today. In just about 2 minutes, if you set your watch dial to 8:46 or 8:47, Taki is here, and he is going to be explaining a little bit more detail about the Pasadena Baking Company and everything that all entails. So there's two favorite things I like to do. Well, three favorite things I like to do.
That's my take.
Get on the radio, give away gift cards, and also one of my favorite things is a segment that we call Country business leaders and animal rights advocates hoping to set the record straight on a recent controversy concerning coconuts being harvested by monkeys in Thailand. I know that. That's weird. And I talked to my friend at Ballistic Produce, and he said, absolutely not. But here's the real deal on the coconut situation. Monkeys can grab 800 coconuts an hour. A machine with a human being can only grab 80 coconuts an hour. I don't want to get in trouble with the PETA, but come on. Do the monkeys really, are they really being harmed by getting coconuts out of a tree? They probably enjoy it. It's more like a Mickey see, Mickey do. Just climb up to the tree and throw them down. Yeah.
Men cannot do that.
Okay, here's one more. believe it or not, safety experts now recommend driving with your hands at 9 and 3 on the steering wheel. The old 10 and 2 position can break your hands or force your arms into the face of an airbag with difficulties.
That's probably because when they did that, there was probably no airbags invented, right? When they first started driving.
I got one more, and then I'm going to give you guys a recipe that's first safe, and then we're going to talk about the Pasadena Basin Company. Here we go. Ready? In 1986, the boy wrote a letter to President Ronald Reagan asking for federal funds to clean his bedroom because his mother called it a natural disaster.
They obviously have not been to my bedroom.
Okay, for those of you that like to home cook, I've got a recipe for you that all of you people in here that are social distancing, and I appreciate that. It all has to do with 2 ingredients, and you'll appreciate one. One is lemon, garlic, salt, and guess what? The other one is Greek yogurt. This is what I do. I like both of them. This is how I make my chicken at home. I get a Ziploc bag. I get a quarter piece of chicken or breast. That's what I like the best. Or thighs. I put the garlic chicken. I put the chicken in. I put the garlic salt in, and I put Greek yogurt in. I shake it up just like the old shake and bake. I put it in the refrigerator, and the next afternoon it is ready for barbecue. Is that the simplest recipe that I've ever done?
Yeah.
Okay, and by the way, turn around, guess who's here? The boss is here. This portion of our show is brought to you by Carl D. Barnes, Attorney at Law, 1-800-6 Barnes. You might have a question about your
When everything is
business being
changing,
stopped,
you
right?
need a
Your
store that's a
restaurant might have
constant.
been,
A store with brands you love
interrupted during
and
this
value you
terrible
need,
time.
where you
might
can
not
pick
know
up
the answer.
and drive out.
But your insurance
A store that puts your health and safety first and is always here to help. Goals. Here today, here
What
to
do you think
stay.
about that?
I think that's a good idea, because everybody's worried about their business these days.
Yeah, even if you don't own a restaurant, he can
Nobody
take care of
was
it.
expected to be like that.
No one expected it.
Yeah.
So we're at the Meat Piachi here in Pasadena. We just spoke to Armin this morning. Now we're here with Takis. Takis is a partner. But Takis, you kind of you're an equal partner, but you actually have your hands in the baking business,
Yeah.
right?
Well, I'm a baker, pastry chef since the age of 12. So don't ask me how
Puis
long.
toi, je
Well, no,
chef,
we have something.
chef.
Takis is Greek, and I was born in Greece. And Meat Piachi has a beautiful setup.
You
when
born
walk
in
in.
Glifada, I believe.
No, I was
is it?
born in Athens. I
Well,
can't.
Glifada is close to Athens.
Okay.
But that's what your dad told me.
I was born on the military base. It was 105 degrees.
Not Glifada.
And actually, my birthday is this Wednesday, and I'm sure in Athens right now it's probably 105 degrees.
Probably. Yeah, it's hot from what I know.
Okay, businesses.
But we cannot go to Greece now
No,
to celebrate.
we can't go to Hawaii.
Crash.
You and me vacation.
We'll come back here on Wednesday on my birthday and have Tattinger champagne.
Absolutely.
All right, it's about 8:45 in the morning. We're talking about Pasadena Baking Company. And you have built a business not only for people to come into Meat Piachi and have some great pastries and desserts, but I found out that you also sell to many of our leading restaurants not restaurants, but the hotels and institutions like the Langham just down the street,
Yeah,
which is opening next week again.
that's
Hopefully.
good. We should visit. Yeah, my customer is like kind of big institutions like the arenas in Los Angeles, the Dodgers, the Staples Center. But all of these people now, they doing the, how do you call it, the balloon business and in bubble business in